former Senator Marilyn Mandabusan, representing the Guam Academy of Charter School, and also Bill Rages, golf instructor and coach for FD, and also the coordinator for the first annual chairperson
Yes.
for the first annual Memorial Steve Nygaard Memorial Golf Tournament.
Got it.
That will be happening next month. We'll get the date and we'll give it to our put it out to our listeners and our viewers as soon as we get that date solidified, because there was conflicting, and that's why schedule. So that's why we had to move that scheduling back a little more. Let's talk about charter schools. Okay, you're in there now, almost completing its second semester, going into Christmas here. How's it going? It had a kind of rocky start.
Of course, it's the first, and so there's no other template to actually get some experience from. We have to build protocols at the same time. We inch our way through hurdles, and we're going to be every day faced with the challenge. We welcome the challenges. We welcome constructive criticisms where, we feel that anybody who says you can do it better, if you actually look at this route, we welcome that. But we're very proud to say we have 515 students.
515.
That's
okay.
correct.
Now, okay, because let me ask you this question, because some of the point of contention here in regards to, I think, the board, whether or not that 515 students, how many of those students came from public school versus private school, or it seems to me that the board at this point is not, and I'm talking to the Board of Education, not quite on the same page. And it's sad for, as a taxpayer and to listening to these things, because it doesn't matter what school, whether you're private school, whether you're public school, whether you're a charter school. I mean, you're a child from Guam going to school, and regardless of where you wind up living, the more schooling you get, the more educated you are, the more productive you are as a citizen. So the more we educate the population wherever you're at, and we're hoping that people that come to Guam, move to Guam, we're hoping that their communities have educated them as well for them to come here. And it's sad that when tough times come, that we put these walls up and we divide the schools, we divide the students. And when we're having problems with busing, they said, hey, the private schools get their own busing, charter schools get their own. We are one community, we are one student. Here, and it does not give credence to the fact that again, it takes a village to educate a child. A lot of people will say that African proverb, but really put it to practice. And that's fantastic that you guys are, again, amongst those hurdles, that you guys are able to persevere.
And it exists. I mean, it's not over. And we know we have these challenges. We're trying to develop a sports program. And one of the reasons why we're having this golf tournament is that we do not have the same equal share to an amount of money that's been appropriated that funds public school students in the Department of Education, and it doesn't fund the public school students at the charter school. And so as we advance these concerns to the legislature, we're not just going to sit. What we have to do is initiate our own program and try to raise funds, because we believe that our children, our students at charter school deserve the same kind of equipment, the same kind of program.
Sure.
And so this is why I'm very grateful to Bill and Gus in trying to help us with that sports program. Another thing I wanted to say also is that you're absolutely right. I mean, should it matter where that child comes from? I've never heard of that. I have never heard whether a child needs to declare that he or she is from a Catholic school, or that he or she is black, or that he or she is Catholic and not Catholic. I mean, our mission for the charter school is that we are there. It's predicated on giving an education to every child in the island of Guam, and we're island-wide. We're not by district, so we accept children from all over the island, and it's to provide quality, tuition-free public education, and to all students from grades kindergarten through now 8 and 9 and 10, and it's regardless of sex, right? Religion, special needs, belief, and race.
And likewise, as Bill was saying earlier as well, when he's talking about Guam grown kids in regards to the sport and what they're doing right now, and they're playing professional at this point. They were schooled here in Guam, and when we say, hey, he was from Guam, he went to school here, he lived out here. It didn't matter what school they went to. When you bring athletes to Olympics or South Pacific Games and things like that, they represent Guam, not necessarily a school. Oh, they'll be very happy, of course, if they were in that program from that school. But the bottom line is they're from Guam, yeah.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah, the bottom line's from Guam, and and probably the bone of contention too, Jesse, if I may, and don't want to actually belabor this, is that this is This is a philosophy that also Steve Nygaard believed, and that is you offer families, you offer parents a choice in public education. So this is actually Guam's first choice in public education.
There we go. We're going to pay some bills. When we come back, Bill, tell us again what this tournament is going to be about. Is it the best ball? What is the format of this game when we come back? And people like myself and the former senator asked me, "Are you a golfer?" I said, "If I'm going to sit next to Bill Rages and Gus Gogui, I'm not going to say I'm a golfer because I would be insulting the sport. I'll say I've played it, okay, but I'm not going to call myself a golfer. Not around these guys. Around the guys that I beat and we cheat, okay? Then we're a better golfer than each other. But anyway, we come back. Tell us about the format, okay? Be right back.